Hi everyone, and welcome back to the PlantStock channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jesse, and on this channel we focus on plant-based stocks and companies. Today I just wanted to make a quick video on the recent activities with the very good food company's stock movement. In just a few days, it's dropped almost 30%. I've noticed that there are several retail investors out there that seem worried and asking the questions, why is this happening? I thought I would offer some theories to what is going on and how you, as a long-term investor, should handle the situation, in my opinion. But before we get to it, please feel free to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want more news and analysis on Very and other plant-based companies. This will really help the channel grow and reach more people. Let's just take a brief look at the stock movement. Starting Monday, it became evident that the recent uptrend of the Very stock and the OTC version, VRYYF, had come to an end and started falling down. At the moment, it is down about 22%, but it was almost down 30% yesterday. As the old saying goes, what goes up must come down. There isn't any stock that constantly keeps going up, no matter how hot a stock or a company is. And now it was Very's turn to take a breather. Stock and companies, like everything in life, need to take a break every now and then to be able to recuperate. In a sense, it needs to catch up with all the expectations. From my experience, great companies, like I believe Very is, do tend to keep doing great when it gets a chance to breathe. And we have to understand, the stock movement doesn't always correlate with the company's progression. Even if the company keeps going strong, progressing, there is still a possibility that institutions, funds, and retail investors have other ideas. And let's not forget that from a value perspective, Very is very overvalued at the moment, pun intended. I don't see that as a problem since I am a long-term investor. I look at my investment and consider the opportunities in the next 5 to 10 years, if not longer. So even if the valuation doesn't make sense today, since it is a growth company, the valuation will more than likely make sense in a few years from now, and the valuation will be even higher, in my opinion. I'm not worried at all, nor should you be, in my opinion. At the moment, I think several investors feel that the company is overvalued and might be looking elsewhere for the time being. But I do believe that there might be a lot of investors that are relocating their profits. They have made a lot of profits the last couple of weeks since the stock has flown to the moon, and now they want to use those profits in other companies, hoping to find the next big thing. Especially in the same industry. Since I do follow the plant-based sector intensely, I have noticed that the stocks that had been doing great for a time and other plant-based stocks that were dormant or very little volume, all of a sudden you see a huge shift. And I think that shift has been from Very to the Tattooed Chef, but surely also other companies. Plant-based stocks and companies are all the rave at the moment, and it is getting more and more attention from high-profile influencers. During the last couple of days, both Jeremy from Financial Education and Meet Kevin has started highlighting the Tattooed Chef company. As I've mentioned several times before, these are small cap stocks. When a lot of investors start moving the money around, there will be large impact on the stock. It is interesting to see that Very lost about 20 to 30% and Tattooed has gained about 25 to 30%, if not more now, during the same interval. I've seen similar trade-offs in the EV sector. Lots of investors seem to relocate their money between different EV stocks, depending on the news. I understand this short-term strategy, and to each his own. Personally, I believe it's too risky business to use these short-term investor strategies. No one can time the market in the long run, and an overwhelming majority of people lose their profits with time. Even if it seems that they've gained a lot at certain moments, a lot lose more over time. It's been proven over and over, and there is a lot of statistics to look at, that long-term investing is the most profitable in the end. Yes, there will always be exceptions, like with everything, But remember, professional short-term investors use equipment like this and put in an enormous amount of time. You need to ask yourself, are you one of these people? So if you find yourself worried about that VERY has dropped a lot, realize that you are not alone in this, and that this is a natural correction to some extent. It went up very quickly because several investors see what I see, that there is a lot of potential here. But also, there are those that will go looking for the next big thing. You have to remember that this isn't related to the company itself, not what we know at the moment. Their fundamentals hasn't changed. They have a strong management team. They are executing a lot of key strategic moves that will more than likely lead to massive long-term gains for those who keep their cool. I understand the emotions, especially if you're a new investor. But personally, I think it's a good thing that it gets a chance to pull back and rest. And it also gives us investors a new opportunity to add more shares of the company at a lower price. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it drops even lower, now or in the near-term future. More opportunity to dollar cost average. Also, remind yourself that you haven't lost any money before you actually push that sell button. The stock market is an unpredictable beast, but especially when investing in new, disruptive companies like the very good food company. It will fly up higher than many other companies, but that usually also means that it will drop that much harder when it is ready for a correction. Guys, learn from history. Take a look at Tesla, other EV companies, and other plant-based companies. This is the norm. It's a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster for many a people. It's not always the most intelligent that gains the most profits. It's the one who is the most patient, the one that can control their emotions, control that fear and uncomfortable sensation stirring up in the stomach. If you can learn to do that, I'm sure you will do great long term. There's a reason why a lot of famous investors meditate. Look at Ray Dalio. He is considered one of the most successful investors of all time. He has been meditating for years. Guys, I hope that I could help some of you feel a little more at ease, at least for the moment. If you found some value in today's video, please smash that like button. And if you want to continue being a part of getting news and analysis regarding VERY and other plant-based companies, please feel free to subscribe. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a historian and teacher with a lot of thoughts and opinions. Do with them as you please. Hope to see you soon. Peace out.